Understand the Bible, you must study. And one thing I've learned about black people, they're very hateful of people that study. Okay? So as you see right here, we're detailing out the entire empire of Islam when Islam came into existence. And we're using maps. Okay, now, as you see, it was not called Saudi Arabia. It was called the Umayyad Empire. Okay, this is what is now today called Arabia or Saudi Arabia because the House of Saud took over the Arabs. But wait a minute, when you study and you go up, this is called the Byzantine Empire. And then when you further go up, this is the Khazar Empire. This is the people that call themselves the so-called Jews. See, you must study maps. This is Rome. See, different names now. Spain, France, and so forth like that. So if you do not study now, you see how the Arabs overran all the way across Africa with Islam. That's why a lot of these blacks who are not Arabs believe in Islam through warfare. And they went all the way up into Europe. Now, there was no place called France. Okay? This was called, France was called the Kingdom of the Franks. And from there you get the word France from. Okay? Spain, there was no Spain also. Let me just make it clear for you. There was no Spain also. Okay? This was Cordoba, no Portugal. And then they began to slice that up. England is up there. So you must study maps so you don't understand what happened in the world that we exist in now and how the Bible is so true. Now, this continent here was called the continent of the land of Ham in the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible is there a word called Africa. Okay? Now, as you look right here, that's where Tripoli is. Tripoli, let me move this. Okay? Just breaking it down for you. And these all my studies come from out of the Bible. Okay, so you see where Carthage is, right? Carthage formed Fort Rome. And that's where you get the first, second, and third Punic Wars with Rome. And the man Leo Scipius Africanus beat Hannibal and pushed them back. And his name, Africanus, Italian general, right, from his father. That's how this continent now was named Africa. So you're calling yourself after a white man. Okay? So as you see on the maps, right, Islam, 750, when Islam came out, right? So you must study, man. You must study. After the death of Ali, the fourth caliph, leader of Islam, this is after Muhammad. The Islamic community became split into the majority Orthodox Sunni and Shiites, who followed the descendants of Ali. The first Sunni caliphate was the Umayyad dynasty, ruling from Damascus. Okay? Now, Muhammad took this city right here and said, no, we're not going to pray to Jerusalem anymore because King Solomon sent up what was called the Solomonic prayer. The Solomonic prayer, you can look that up in Chronicles, okay? The Solomonic prayer, King Solomon, the son of David, not Haile Selassie, King Solomon did not have sex with the Queen of Sheba, right? That's another lie that men set up, Jamaicans and stuff like that, right? Just giving you facts. You know, come out your emotions, your crying emotions. Go and look it up. Study, man. Okay, so King Solomon did not have sex with the Queen of Sheba. He set up what was called the Solomonic prayer, that if anyone prayed to Jerusalem, and including the heathen, the Lord would hear them. So the Arabs now used to pray to Jerusalem. When Muhammad came on the scene, he stopped them from praying towards Jerusalem, and he said Mecca is the holy city of God, another lie that these heathens set up. And now they have the Kaaba stone here that these people pray to. Okay? So that's what he's breaking down here. ruling from Damascus, right? So we got the Damascus right there. Now that's when they took over everything, all right, which lasted until 750 CE. It was a dynamic period of expansion. See, now how did they expand? Through warfare. They expanded through warfare all the way up into Europe. That's why a lot of Europeans, Caucasians, consider themselves Muslim or under the philosophy of Islam. See? So know the truth, man, and the truth shall set you free. Stop lying to yourself straight up. Get out of all these religions, man. Get out of your feelings. Get into reading and studying so that you will know the truth. Within a century of its foundation, Islam had overrun more than half of Christendom. How did they do that? They kill people. Okay? In the Quran, it tells you, okay, everyone that does not convert to Islam is an infidel. And all infidels must be killed. If you don't convert, you're an infidel. The relentless advance was finally halted in the west at Poitiers by the Franks in 732, after which Islam retreated behind the Pyrenees to establish itself in Spain. See that? So the kingdom of the Franks. See, you're getting facts. This is how the world is shaped out today. Okay, this is how the world is shaped out today. To the peoples of the conquered countries, Islamic supremacy meant little more than a change of masters. The embracing nature of Islam allowed native cultures to continue, and there was no attempt at religious conversion, which is a lie. Jews and Christians were allowed to practice their own faiths as long as they paid the tax. See that? A lot of people think that, well, you know, we're free and we're free. Every culture is about taking over and you're paying money. You must have money. Don't pay the top, you're going to feel it. One result of the tolerant Islam was the flourishing of Nestorian churches in the East and their proliferation along the Silk Road into China. So what he's saying is, after they destroyed you, okay, after they took over, then they're going to establish peace. Just like what the white man is doing now, after he kills whoever's not, you know, in the coming of America, after he destroyed the native Indians and stuff like that, then he set up, okay, we're going to have peace and we're going to have democracy and you're going to vote for me because I am ruling. See, these are the lies and the fabrications. But with the coming of the Lord, it's called a theocracy. There's going to be no voting. There's going to be no voting. Okay? You're not going to be able to run to your politicians or to your prime minister or to your president. There's only going to be one person. That's the Most High and His Son, Christ. Peace.